For a lot of us, Sister Sister was the show that made weeknight TV feel like family. You'd hear that theme song and settle in. Tia and Tamera felt like girls you actually knew. Ray and Lisa felt like parents from down the street. That was the mid-90s. It's been more than 25 years. The cast has lived entire lives since then. A few of those stories will stay with you. Some shows fade with time. This one didn't. Sister Sister still feels personal because it was never really about the jokes. It was about belonging. And the people who made it feel that way have stories worth hearing. I'd love to know who you watched Sister Sister with. A sibling? A best friend? Maybe a parent who pretended not to enjoy it. Those memories are what this channel is all about. Share yours as we go. And it all starts with 3 words you haven't forgotten. Go home, Roger. You heard it every episode, and every episode, he came back. Marques Houston played the neighbor nobody asked for, and everybody secretly loved. Roger Evans wasn't cool. He wasn't smooth. He just showed up every single time with that same hopeful grin. And somehow, he became the heart of the comedy. For a lot of us, Roger was the kid we knew. The one who tried too hard, got turned away, and still came back swinging. He made rejection funny. He made persistence feel like a superpower. Marques was just 12 when he first walked through that door, turning 13 later that year. But here's something most fans never knew. He was already a rising R&B artist with the group Immature when he first stepped onto that set. Today at 44, he's aging with incredible grace. He runs Footage Films, a production company behind dozens of features for BET Plus and Tubi. In 2025, he sat down with Variety as a respected filmmaker. And in 2026, he's headlining a national tour celebrating 3 decades in music. Roger never did go home. He just found bigger doors to walk through. Most people met Deon Richmond on Sister Sister, but long before he played Jordan Bennett, he was already a familiar face in a very different living room. He was Kenny, Bud, the kid next door on The Cosby Show, starting at age 8, staying for 6 seasons. By the time he crossed over to Sister Sister in 1997, he'd already spent a decade on television. Jordan was Tamera's guy. Easy smile, calm energy, no drama. He was the kind of first boyfriend that made you believe nice guys could win. He didn't need grand gestures. He just showed up and meant it. Deon was 19 when he stepped into that role. Today, at 47, time has only deepened his elegance. After turns in Scream 3 and Not Another Teen Movie, he made a move most fans wouldn't expect. He launched Solar Rich Life, a residential solar energy company in California. He's also a father to twin daughters, born in 2009. From sitcom stages to rooftops lined with solar panels, not the sequel anyone predicted. But maybe the most grounded one. There are more faces from that living room still ahead, and one of them stood beside Denzel Washington before he ever stood beside Tia. Tyreke Scott walked into Sister Sister in season 5 and made Tia's heart make sense. He was reliable. He was kind. He didn't compete with the chaos. He balanced it. RonReaco was 21 when he took that role. And yes, that was him at 13, playing a drummer boy alongside Denzel Washington in Glory. Today at 49, he still carries the same spark we remember. He earned 2 NAACP Image Award nominations for Survivor's Remorse on Stars and appeared in Tyler Perry's Duplicity in 2025. Married since 2010, father of 2, still working, still steady. Just like Tyreke. Every house needs someone who holds it together. On Sister Sister, that was Ray Campbell. He didn't raise his voice often. He didn't need to. One look from Tim Reid, and you understood the rules, the love, and the safety, all at once. For viewers who grew up without that kind of father, Ray filled something real. Tim Reid was 49 when the show began. Before Hollywood ever found him, he was selling chemicals for DuPont in Chicago. Then, he met an insurance agent named Tom Dreesen, and together, they formed the first interracial comedy duo in America. That leap changed everything. After Sister Sister, he kept building. He and his wife, Daphne Maxwell Reid, opened New Millennium Studios in Virginia in 1997. It was the first Black-owned film studio in the country since the 1930s. He directed films. He mentored young filmmakers through his Legacy Media Institute. He chose legacy over spotlight every time. Today, at 81, Tim Reid wears every year beautifully. His most recent role came in 2025's A Christmas Prayer. He still lives in Virginia, still married to Daphne since 1982. 43 years and counting. If any of these faces are bringing something back for you, I'm right there with you. This is the part of making these videos I love most. If this channel feels like a good place to sit for a while, there's more ahead. Picture Tia Landry walking into the kitchen in something completely impractical, full volume, mid-story, absolutely certain the world was waiting to hear it. That was Jackée. Say it, Jackée, Harry, every single week. She didn't enter a room, she arrived. Lisa was never the responsible parent. That was Ray's job. But she was the one who made the house feel alive. She turned every ordinary Tuesday into an event. For viewers who needed a little more color in their evenings, Lisa delivered it in heels. Before any of that, Jackée Harry was teaching American history at Brooklyn Technical High School. She left the classroom, chased a stage, and 2 years later made Emmy history. In 1987, she became the first African-American woman to win Outstanding Supporting Actress in a comedy series for the sitcom 227. Today, at 69, she radiates the same warmth decades later. She's played Paulina Price on Days of Our Lives since 2021, logging over 380 episodes. In 2025, she joined Ted Danson in Season 2 of Netflix's A Man on the Inside. And she has 2 new films lined up for 2026. The classroom lost a teacher. The world gained a force of nature. We've revisited the neighbors, the boyfriends, and the parents. But there are still 2 faces at the center of it all. The first one found a life most people only dream about. 25 years ago, she was the twin who wore her heart out loud, the one who chased every crush, laughed the loudest, and felt everything at full volume. Ray Campbell made it okay to be open, to be excited, to care without apology. Tamera Mowry was 15 when Sister Sister premiered, turning 16 that summer. She and Tia were born in Gelnhausen, say it, Gelnshausen, a small town in Germany, while their father served in the U.S. Army. They were discovered by a producer on the Full House set where their younger brother Taj, say it, Taj, was filming. Hollywood came to them before they ever went looking for it. After the show, Tamera co-hosted The Real for 6 seasons, winning a Daytime Emmy in 2018. She published a memoir, You Should Sit Down for This, in 2022. She starred in Hallmark films and quietly became an executive producer. Today, at 47, she's aging with incredible grace. She lives in Napa Valley with her husband, Adam Housley, and their 2 children, Aiden and Araya. Together, they run Housley Napa Valley, a boutique winery. In 2026, she launched a YouTube series documenting their move to a country farmstead. Vineyards, chickens, and a life built on purpose. Her twin sister took a different path, and that story deserves its own moment. One face left. The one who carried the show's name, its conscience, and for a lot of us, a piece of who we were becoming. This is the story that earns the wait. What was it about Tia Landry that stayed with us? She wasn't the loud one. She wasn't the one chasing attention. She was the one with the plan. The one who studied harder, spoke up sooner, and carried more weight than anyone her age should have had to. For a generation of young girls figuring out who they wanted to be, Tia was proof that ambition and kindness could live in the same person. Tia Mowry was 15 when she became that girl, turning 16 that summer. Behind the scenes, she and Tamera used to babysit Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen on the Full House set, while their brother Taj was filming. Two sets of famous twins, sharing a soundstage before any of them knew what was coming. After the show ended, Tia built a career entirely her own. She led The Game on BET for 5 seasons. She starred in Family Reunion on Netflix, earning an NAACP Image Award. She wrote cookbooks. She launched a hair care line and a wellness brand called Answer. Over 25 million people follow her daily life online. Today at 47, time has only deepened her elegance. In 2024, she opened the door on a new reality series, Tia Mowry, My Next Act, with an honesty that caught people off guard. She spoke openly about starting over, about co-parenting her 2 children, Cree and Cairo, about learning who she is outside of a duo. In early 2025, she shared that she'd found love again. The girl with the plan is still making plans. They just look different now. Braver, freer, entirely hers. Before we close, there's one more story worth holding on to. Reid could have stayed in front of the camera forever. He had the talent. He had the name. But he made a different choice. He went home to Virginia, built a studio from the ground up, and spent decades opening doors for filmmakers who looked like him. He didn't chase fame. He invested in futures. At 81, he still lives on that same Virginia land, with Daphne by his side. 43 years married, a legacy not measured in credits, but in the lives he shaped when the cameras weren't rolling. Not every hero needs a spotlight. Some simply choose to build, and that might be the most meaningful role of all. Some shows gave us laughter. Sister Sister gave us a living room that felt like ours, a family we chose to visit every week. That feeling never really left. Somewhere, that theme song is still playing. Roger is still knocking. Tia is still planning. Tamera is still laughing. And we're still the ones who showed up. So tell me, when you think of Sister Sister, where were you? Who was sitting next to you? I'd love to hear that story in the comments. There are more stories like this one. More faces, more living rooms, more evenings we used to know. Until next time, hold on to that feeling.